Welcome back, my friends, to Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is episode 19. We are back in our original home of Talmber. I shouldn't say original home, I guess that's Skalitz, but our home away from home. It's been a long time since we were here, and I wanted to, pop into the castle real fast, just to see what's changed, just to see if anyone's still around that we can say hello to, on our way to Uzhitz to track down the bandits who murdered up the stud farm. That is me. You're the one who helped let me out and got me on my way. Yes, that's actually, you might be in trouble for that because that didn't really go well for me. So why do you ask?
Why do you ask?
Well, if it is you, the lady of the castle's looking for you.
Oh, shit, hun.
I'll go and see her then. Thank you.
She was kind of interested in me last time I checked. Quest started at your service, my lady. All right, maybe we can get some. Well, fuck me. What about young Teresa? Man, Henry, just you dog, you. What's up, Van? Oh, you won't talk to me. Let's just go ahead and see what she wants at the very least. We don't have to, do anything. Just hear her out. Who is this guy? Hey, it's our man, our friend. What's his name? I cannot remember, but wait, I can remember. His name is Sir Robard. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sir Robard, how have you been, my friend? How you doing? Oh, that's it? All right, just training? Shit. Defense, maces and bludgeons.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better in combat?
Certainly.
Let's see, slightly advanced, requires level 5. Shit, so if I do this, maybe will he teach me the same stuff as, what's it called? As Captain Bernard? I feel like no. I don't want to waste all my gold on training. But I don't know. Fuck it. Let's find out.
Advanced techniques.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Is it going to be more or less costly? That's the same. Can I haggle him down just a little bit?
Isn't that quite a lot?
I don't want to be like a dick about it or anything. How about like 175? You knock $5 off the price. I'll call that a win.
Agreed. Now, listen up.
All right. Reached a new level in defense. Did I just pay 180 for nothing, really? I mean, a new level is not nothing, don't get me wrong. It's great to have. But I'm looking for like one of those actual fighting tutorials like what we did with Captain Bernard, where we learn like new moves and everything. Maybe I have to just take it as like a perk or something? What is it, skills? Be defense? No, it's like main stats, right? Noise, speed, where is defense? Strength, agility, vitality, speech, charisma, combat, defense, right here. Level 7, weapon cruncher, golem, knight in shining armor. Yeah, see, none of these are really what I'm looking for. Although, at the very least, I'm pretty defensible now. So hopefully that'll prevent me from dying. That's always a good thing to try and do. In fact, I don't want to brag or anything, but I've managed to go my entire life without dying yet, so maybe I know a thing or two. That is a joke, in case you're wondering. Hey, are these new? Are those banners always there? They look so nice. Anyway, let's go talk with our friend, Miss Lady. I assume she's up in the castle keep and whatnot, but just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and see J. That's journal. Yeah, there we go. At your service, my lady. Can I please what's it called? Oh, fuck me! I gotta talk to Ginger. I forgot to talk to him along the way. Oh well, maybe I'll stop by his hut on the way to Uzhitz. I'm not that super far away from it. Anyway, I would like to track this quest. I can only track 3 side quests and activities. Side quests, I don't really care about that one. What is it? The Good Thief, optional, Miller Peshek. Thought I did this already. Peshek has a job for me. You should pay Miller Peshek the debt for treatment. Shit. I still owe him money. Miller Peshek paid the apothecary. He wants me to pay the debt off by doing him a service. Shit. Okay, well I thought I paid the apothecary back. I'm not really worried about that right now either. But I do want to get rid of this one. Is that not even counting as one of the tracked quests? Am I just a dingus? Alright, well, let's get rid of that one. At your service, milady. That's what I'm talking about. What is she in this room? Oh, she's right here. I'm a dumb. Lady Stephanie.
What do you need?
I heard you were looking for me.
I heard you wanted to talk to me, my lady.
It's true. I need something from you.
How can I help?
These strong,
My cousin,
manly
young
muscles.
Sophie is going to be wed. It will be an entry into a new life, and I want everything to be perfect for her.
Lady Stephanie,
I'm
you're
looking for a
so
few things
sweet.
to give her as a gift, and you're going to find them for me.
My lady, why me?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Normally I'd let the Chamberlain take care of it, but he doesn't have any taste. I can't trust him with this.
Lady Stephanie,
And I've been told no task is too challenging for you. Is that not true?
really? Well, it will be my honor. I would like to repay you for the kindness that you showed me after what is easily the most difficult moment in young Henry's life. Also, I apologize for interchanging my second person and first person.
It will be my honor, my lady.
I need you to pick up an ornamental crown from Sasau for Sophie, wine from
Sasau.
a merchant in Ratai, and a roan from the stable in Uzhitz.
All right, no problem. Let's see, where am I to find the wine?
Who am I supposed to pick up the wine from?
From Conrad Hagen in Ratai. He's the only person in the whole region who can supply a genuinely good wine. And believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Here you
I
go.
like her.
That should be enough.
All right. Oh, she's gonna pay me for it,
And the ornamental crown?
I had the engravers in Sasau
or pay me
make
to
it,
buy it,
and
rather,
now
not make
they've
me
written
use
to
my
say
own
it will
money.
take a while longer. That just won't do. The wedding is almost upon us, and I need it. Go and see Master Jeronim Slesky and pick it up.
Yes, ma'am. And oh, why is this still lit? Anyway, what about the
You
roan?
said, a roan from Uzhitz.
Precisely. It's a beautiful animal. Wait till you see it. Dietrich said he'd ride it here himself, but I can already imagine how he'll end up killing himself on that horse. But you, so young and vigorous.
Oh, don't you know it, Stephanie? I can do all that.
Wine,
No problem.
a roan,
I was gonna
and a
say
crown.
man, the rumors of my skills are
Henry.
either
I
overstated
just wish there were
or
others here I could trust
I don't
so
know.
well.
Maybe I should have more faith in young Henry. What is it?
My apologies.
Oh no, I already know.
I need you to...
Yeah, I know. That's fine. I can do all that.
Wine?
Yada yada yada
Thank you.
yada.
I just wish there were others here I could trust so well.
Lady Stephanie. Now this is me speaking, not Henry. I don't know if you should be so forthright with your trust, but I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like Henry hasn't done that much yet, but rumor travels fast, and I don't know. A lot of the stuff, maybe I shouldn't be as harsh because he has like taken down a bunch of bandits, and he's on the heels of a murder and like several murders, really. That is pretty impressive for someone who's just born a blacksmith's son and who hadn't really done anything outside of his own village up until like what, 2 weeks ago, something like that. Since I'm here, I should probably get some rest in. I don't really know if there's going to be anywhere to rest along the way. Maybe you know what I can do is where was what's it called? Find a roan from Uzhitz. The camp right here. All right, so we're pretty close. Why don't I just kind of ride out and then I can spend the night at
Jesus, where are you going?
I'm sorry. I can spend the night at Ginger's camp. Weirdly, I am kind of eager to spend the night there in particular. Oh, come on, textures. You got to load in faster for me. I actually don't even know if that texture streaming mod is working because there's not really any easy way to verify it, but I don't know. I can try and work on that at a different time. Anyway, see, this is not good. Come here, Pebbles. I'm quite eager to spend the night in that little hut because something about it, like I said before, is just very appealing to me. I really like the way that it looks. And I want to go check it out. Make sure I'm going to give myself a marker because otherwise I know I'm going to get myself lost. I see I'm not even riding out the right way. All right. Well, I'm going to put a marker right here. X. There it is. Let's see. I got to ride down off the hill. So it looks like I could just kind of, like steal off into the woods on the other side of this here lake. We know this area. This is like the first place that we ever explored in this game. That was a really fun time. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Ooh, the cows. Aw, cuties. I always thought cows were especially cute, which is kind of fucked up because I really, really like beef. It's like a... I don't know if it quite qualifies as a hypocrisy, but it feels a lot more like a hypocrisy than it doesn't. I don't know. I'm holding out hope that, maybe one day soon we will be able to. I don't know that much about the the horrors of the food industry might be a little bit too dramatic for someone who knows as little as I do. Like, it sounds a little bit too critical. But from what I understand from some stuff that I have seen, the food industry can be pretty mistreatful of animals and stuff, which is something that I really don't like. But like I said, I'm definitely like a meat eater. So I'm holding out hope that all this stuff I keep hearing about lab-grown meat will revolutionize the way that we eat food in the future, and maybe we can take hurting animals out of the equation. Although I do know that there are, it's not as if like the fact that animals are slaughtered means that they are subjected to poor conditions and such. I know it is not like like there are many slaughterhouses and, cattle producers who are not mistreating their animals and such, or I believe that to be the case. I remember one time, some of you might have seen this, I watched a Ken Burns documentary on Temple Grandin. She was an inventor and entrepreneur who kind of revolutionized the slaughterhouse industry by revolutionizing slaughterhouses, like the actual... Oh wait, this is not even the right spot. I'm a dumb. This is what's his face's camp, Ginger's camp. All right, let's move that marker. Whoops. Anyway, she revolutionized slaughterhouses. She's a very interesting person herself. She's on the autism spectrum, and she cited her experiences as a child, like growing up on a farm, as the inspiration for her, like, inventing the new slaughterhouse technology. Well, they kind of, well, long story short, she created like a new type of slaughterhouse that considered the cows maybe a lot more carefully than they were being considered before, kind of like their psychology and how they react to things. So she built out this like slaughterhouse that would funnel the cows through in a much more considerate way. Like, there were no harsh corners. It was like a bunch of curved like pathways. So apparently cows get very spooked when they get caught up like in a corner. And it kind of ferried the cows in and then kind of squeezed them into this like machine. That sounds bad, but it didn't squeeze them hard. It just kind of squeezed them enough to like calm them down, which I guess is something that happens with cows, where like if you apply a certain amount of pressure to them from either side, not too much, but like just enough, it kind of calms them. And that was where Temple Grandin actually took inspiration from her own experiences as a child, when she would experience like sensory overload, and she would kind of squeeze herself into these like spots and kind of experienced like a similar sense of relief. Anyway, she overhauled slaughterhouses and made things a lot more considerate to cows, which I thought was a really cool little, at least that's my understanding. How you doing, Ginger?
Hard work to convince them, so please don't get into trouble when you go back.
Thank you. I'd like to give you something, but I've got nothing, except if you're ever traveling by way of Neuhof, stop by and I'll show you something with the horses.
Hey, Ginger, thank you for offering something in return. I really didn't even expect that, to be honest. I do appreciate it. And I'm glad that you can return home, my friend, after what really was a harrowing experience for you. All right, we're going to take a nice little sleep. Sleep through the night, ideally. Let's see here. Health, 99, all the way 6, what is this? 6 in the morning. That'll be a nice, that looked like a pretty comfortable little spot. Not terrible at the very least. I was camping this previous weekend, not following weekend, sorry. And I really got to get a different sleeping bag, or just a sleeping bag. My sleeping bag's pretty good, but it doesn't have one of those like in sleeping bag mats that you can lie on that are kind of like the new hotness right now, it seems. And a lot of my friends have them, and I'm totally envious. Looks a lot more comfortable than just sleeping kind of on the straight up ground. All right, Pebbles, you're on our way to Uzhitz. And I will stop by the stud farm on the way back just to check out what skill our boy Ginger is going to teach us. So the whole area is covered in fog of war. I say we just head back out to the path, maybe? And, kind of to the, what is that, northwest? And then just see where the road takes us. Early morning light. I wonder if there is a way for us to make it not illegal to hunt animals, because a lot of you were telling me that is a pretty solid source of money, of income in this game. I can see that just based on how much meat we get from each animal, based on the kills that we've already gotten. But, you know, every time I've gone to hunt animals, the game has shown up as stolen because I'm poaching. So maybe there would be a way to hunt legally. That's something I mentioned in another episode that we are adding to Ultimate Skyrim that I'm very excited about. Little things like that. I feel like a major nerd, and I definitely am one, but just little changes like that I feel like make such a difference in terms of, I mean, the gameplay for sure, because now there's, you know, additional considerations to be paid before you can just kind of go out hunting. My God, that's beautiful. But at the risk of overusing the word immersion, I think that's a very immersive thing where, oh my God. Is this another conciliation cross? Sort of. Wow, look at that countryside. Anyway, it's a small touch that I think has a big impact on immersion because, ooh, it's an interesting sight, huh? Let me check it out. It makes it feel like a much more living place. Like, for example, here in Kingdom Come, the idea that you can't just rob. Whoa, whose stuff is this? Bard Potion, Bowman's Brew, Groshen. I mean, I don't want to rob it necessarily, but it's kind of finders keepers, right? Sure, I'll take this stuff. Does it show up as stolen? Who would know? Yeah, it totally doesn't. Well, that's why you don't leave your shit in a very obvious rock spot right off the trail here. I don't know what else to call that. Hole. Hole would probably be a much more serviceable word than rock spot. But anyway, the idea that, you know, you can't just hunt willy-nilly in a place where there are laws against that kind of thing, I think goes a long way towards making a place feel a little bit more realistic, a lot more like a world versus, you know, a video game kind of series of cardboard cutouts that are built around you as the player. And you guys know that that's what I am all about, is kind of making the player feel like a part of a world versus the center of it. Ooh. Looks like another pond right over here. Ooh. Take this on over. Well, we kind of have to go this way anyway. Oh, it's so nice. So pretty. Kind of like lowland wetlands. Oh, shit. My bad. I cannot get over how beautiful that looks. I wonder if I could find anything if I went trudging around in there. I also don't want to get my stuff wet. There's nothing worse. Well, there's many things worse, but it sucks to have soggy boots and like socks and stuff. It's one of the feelings that I greatly dislike in this world. Well, let's just steal across these flowers. Wow, this is beautiful. I feel like a big part of are people growing these flowers, or is this just kind of like wild and naturally occurring? I feel like one of the things that makes this foliage look so good in this game is how it all kind of has like this rim lighting effect to it. Like you can see these bushes have like a little bit of a glow around like the edges. It's really, really nice. And like across the grass and stuff. It's very important for foliage to interact with lighting to make it look realistic, and I feel like it's something that we're finally getting to a point with hardware that we can like simulate without, you know, completely tanking the frame rate. It's really exciting. It's a very exciting time to love games, I think. I've spoken about that before. I don't know. I guess I've always loved games, and I'm sure it's true for many other people too, so maybe when you have a hobby that you love, it's always an exciting time. Maybe not, though. I know sometimes it kind of sucks. Like, let's say you're like a big fan of like the movie industry, and then like the movie industry starts doing things that like you disagree with. It's interesting how like your hobbies can ebb and flow like that, or like the things affecting them. Now I'm really just kind of talking bullshit, but it's true, I think. Anyway, I guess we'll just start asking around. Any place is as good as any other place. Say who... Oh, we can ask at the tavern. In fact, you know what? Before I even waste my time, I would like to meet some of these people. Maybe we should just go and talk to them anyway. Fuck it. Oh my god, look how beautiful this looks. This is really nice. I thought I just saw someone. Hey, Miss Lady. It's like, hello, my name's Henry. Do you know a man with a limp? What I was going to say, I can't remember if I actually said it or not. We got to go check with the tavern, because Ginger did say that he was boozing and
I'm
dicing.
looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
She's pretty.
That'll be Lubosh. Gallows bait if ever I saw one. His place is at the end of the village next to the stream.
Why does that name sound
Take
familiar?
him and welcome.
Alright, well, shit. We just found out immediately. Ooh, it's good texturing, man. This is what I'm saying. Like, this game has some really nice textures and some really nice graphical effects. It's just a shame that sometimes it seems like it's having trouble keeping up with itself. God, the detail in these fucking environments is just nuts. Alright, let's see. Guess we know where he lives now. Just go pay him a visit. Lubosh does sound familiar, right? Am I crazy, or has someone said that name before? Look at this place. Beautiful. What is this sign? Oh, it's cattle. Cattle ranchers. Man. The place where I was camping this last weekend was a Pioneer Town. If any of you California natives have been there, it's right outside of Joshua Tree. Very interesting little place where I guess Pioneer Town was originally founded in like the 30s or something by a coalition of actors and movie producers who wanted sets that they could use for the westerns that were so popular at the time. So there's a lot of that stuff still there. It's very cool to check out. There's also like a little tavern that has kind of become famous, just as a result of all the stuff that went on there. And it's apparently, something bad is happening. Find out more about Limpy Lubosh. Long story short, there's a lot of very famous musicians who have played there over the years, including like Paul McCartney, just recently, and many other people, I'd say of equal caliber, but goddamn, I don't know if there are many people of equal caliber to Paul McCartney. What do we got? Oh gosh, what is happening here? Oh, it must have been a murder. Like a dangerous murder, it seems. Not dangerous, that's the wrong word. Violent.
Citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Oh, damn,
Who are
the
you?
balls in this man.
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz.
Everyone
I
like
say,
pronounces
we
it
don't
all
want any of that
differently.
kind of trouble around here.
None of the voice actors know what to do.
What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh,
Yeah, here we go.
or all that's left of him.
Oh, kind of loses some of the dramatic effect when the texture pops in.
Nothing's ever easy.
Ain't that the truth, Henry?
I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
All right. Fuck me. Time for Forensics Henry. Back on the case. Detective Henry at your service. Well, all right. I think it stands to reason that the crew, Runt and his crew, probably got to that man first. Obviously, he knew stuff, knew too much. Let's see here. Who was Limpy Lubosh?
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
I wonder why he had a limp. Yeah, this is my first question. Why did he have a limp? Why did he limp?
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
All right. Do you know about anything suspicious?
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
He was home the last few days, huh? That would have been after the attack. Did he have any cronies?
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Where was he on the night Neuhof was raided?
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
All right. It's kind of crazy. You can see those textures kind of popping in and out in like the background and stuff. I feel like the game doesn't keep those textures in memory for very long. I feel like that's something you could change. Let's see more about Lubosh. When was the body
When did
found?
you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now.
See, it's like every
Nobody
time the
saw
camera
or
turns
heard
around, it has to
anything.
reload the textures.
I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Oh, that's a good point. Wait, did I miss something?
Another thing about Lubosh.
Oh, that was everything. All right, well, see ya. Well, everyone's here. That would be a good time to chat and see what people know. Marush, you got a unique name. What do you know, Miss Lady? Can you tell me
I've come
anything
in the
about
name of
Lubosh?
Sahanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Everyone's leaving.
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
Who was
ma'am?
this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
You noticed anything
Have you
suspicious?
noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time, and then yesterday he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
All right, well, there we go. Yeah, let's talk to the priest. What was Lubosh doing the day of the Neuhof raid?
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day
Fucking
Neuhof
raiding
was raided?
Neuhof.
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Makes sense. Who did
Do
he
you know
meet
who
with?
Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
Oh, how sad. That might be Teresa's voice actress.
That's all. Thank you.
Well, we got a lead there.
God bless.
Thank you, Marush. Villager with without textures on her face. Can you tell me
I've
anything
come in the
about
name of
Lubosh?
Sahanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask away.
All right, we know. Let's see.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
He was a drunkard and a beast, and lazy too. Idle hands are the devil's tools.
Ain't that the truth? Noticed
You
anything suspicious?
recently?
The only thing seemed suspicious was how a rogue like him suddenly started going to church.
All right, so everything's pointing us towards this
Now I
church.
see why, of course.
Yeah, I mean, goddamn, you can be a villain and a scoundrel, but I don't know. It's like that stuff at the Neuhof stud farm is a cut above.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
What do I care about that scoundrel? I was glad he stayed out of my way.
Fair enough. And who did he
Do
meet
you know
with?
who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
Chances
He
are
was
no
always
one.
a loner.
Yep.
Except lately he started talking to the parish priest of all people.
All right. Well,
That's
seems
all.
like we've gathered pretty much. I mean, it's possible that there's still some bit of information that we're not getting from the villagers, but I think that's enough. Oh, excuse me, bailiff. I would like to.
serious?
Dude, take it easy. Let's close this behind us. It's like the Middle Ages equivalent of setting up like a caution tape perimeter. Jesus fucking Christ. That is brutal. Now, let's see here. Any, oh, torso. Oh, I can examine each part of his body. That's interesting. I crouch down a little bit. Oh, what does that mean? Read.
An inscription in blood. It's a pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning. But who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Fair point, Henry. Looks like we might be routed through a teacher after all who can teach us how to read. Let's see. Torso.
Above, they did a hell of a job on him.
Nope.
Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
Yeah, he's like straight up disemboweled. I mean, it's possible they killed him beforehand and then just kind of mauled him afterwards as a warning. Head.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him?
Yeah.
That would explain why he didn't scream.
That's my thinking. Either that or he was under the influence of some very powerful anesthetic or like drug or something. Who knows? This is fucked up, man. Arms. What about feet? Like it looks like kind of everything, but I'm assuming that there's more evidence to find. Torso and head, that's all I got. And this inscription right there. Take a step back. Why don't we kind of see what else we got around here? What is this thing? Oh, just like a scythe holder. I'm assuming if I press it again, it's not. I mean, he was bleeding here, though, so they probably did the rest of this pretty quick after they got him over the head. Pick up. Ordinary tattered jacket, huh? Tarred jacket.
Armour? Well, it seems Lubosh wasn't your everyday crofter. And judging by the bloodstains, it looks like he lived the way he died.
I don't know what that means. Oh, gotcha. Bloodstains on the armor. All right, well, that's a bit of evidence. Let's check that out, actually, in our inventory. Ordinary tarred jacket. It's actually better than what I have now. I don't want to wear the evidence yet, but maybe eventually, once we've determined that it's safe to do so. Anything else? Let's check these other rooms, shall we? I can see that from my timer, we're a little bit over the time, but I like to inspect this whole room, this whole house before I say goodbye. Thanks for that, Henry. That is a bed. See, I can rob him. But I'm not really interested in doing that. Not for any food. You don't want to compromise a scene like that, right? Inspect.
Nothing unusual.
Alright. My god. They even went through the trouble of lighting it. I think this is the same house model as our boy Kanesh back in the good old Skalitz. Oh, we can eat. Though I still shouldn't compromise the scene. Like I said, maybe once I've verified that there's nothing out of the ordinary, that there's no more evidence to be gathered. Don't see anything here. Sit, sleep, and save. Anything over yonder? No? This is strange. You see this strange shadow line that's going through the geometry? I wonder what's going on there. One more room to check. He's got a trunk. Might have some evidence there, maybe from the Neuhoff attack. See, Rob. Still check it out. Mead, spirits, wine. Man knew what he was about. Inspect.
Nothing here.
No?
Nothing here.
Gotcha. Oh, why don't we open up this trunk to see what we got? Let's see here. Right about here. Oh. Fuck me. Did I lose out on my lockpicks? Oh my god. Well, I broke my lockpick. Looks like I'll have to find another one before I'm able to get into that trunk, which is very frustrating. But I'll do that off camera. In any case, thank you guys very much for joining me. In the next episode, we'll get to the bottom of this horrendous murder. And I'll see you in that episode.